Hello everyone. Back. Another exciting adventure of Dave does stuff. And there's marshmallows. There is marshmallows. The adventure started. Who should I put? For harvest mode. Be lazy. Marshmallow stuff here. Get them bold, mate. And there's only probably 3 of each. Alright. So find a birdie. Let's find a birdie. From my handy dandy spreadsheet. Going to my sheets. Plus spell. Oh no. Trying to find someone on the map. There we go. Some fast travel to the mouse. Next thing.
Chastity calls me Miss Lady. But you can just...
I get a bonus out of it. Push marshmallows were that easy to get in real life. Just plant a tree and it grows. Alright. Now that it's done, I have to start doing a daily routine though. So this is what we're going to be picking up. I already claimed those. Those already... Oh, there we go. Completed. Our duties. Deliver some sweets. See, it means we deliver a marshmallow thing to villages. Maybe. Goofy's got to push that. Alright, we'll do all that after our daily routine. We've got stuff to do first. So I'm gonna do that. Companion feeding. Oh, awesome.
Oh no!
See if anyone on the dream team needs anything. Oh, Spy needs broccoli. Cool. And I'm just going to quick sheet of what things I need. No, mushroom. Oh. Blossom. Freaking goodness. No, there it is. Push him out of the way. Just talk to him. Come on. Alright. Like it. Alright, and then we're two. None of those. So we have to remember to do the golden goose at 7, which I always forget. Skunk. Come on. Oh. Alright, that's the beads. Alright, so we've got two of them. Next one I have to get a bit lucky because it's always bugged. Because I run it because it's a bug. Yay! Grab these. Feed up. Oh yes, yeah. Open with what's in here. It ends up being bugged. Because it's just, you basically chase it and it disappears. Which is weird that after all this time they still haven't figured out the fix for it. And this is the most modern expansion that they have. Yeah, it's Ducon. Yeah, and then it turns up somewhere around here. There it goes. I mean, you end up wasting your time, so if you ever get stuck in a situation, just phone it in and don't bother. You're never going to win it. Alright. So we kind of want her to be best friends with us by the time we do the harvest, but it's not enough there. What we'll do is we'll harvest the kale that I planted for the dream duty. Where's that one? No, we don't really care. Off the cow, we'll probably end up selling it all. All we care about is getting her bonus up. And considering how many you have to do, this is going to be a very regular occurrence. Considering we're only just a little bit over halfway. And this bonus we want because it does help grow the best friend bonus. Basically you want to keep going until she starts giving you stuff. He or she. The best friend you got. probably do is replant these before we leave. Okay. Don't really care for that. Come on, you nailed it there. There you go. It's out of max now, so I'm gonna leave everything else. It'll be a problem for another day. Better flooding out. Much storage. Make sure. So this next one will function. Oh. We'll switch over. See, it's already. Didn't give too much of an extra bonus though. I don't know. I think it would be different if it was a gardening buddy. So And then we'll do the goofy quest that we've got now. Oh, I forgot I should have been picking up these.
This village?
We've got a tea run. I keep teleporting to the wrong area. I don't know why she's celebrating. She's selling them for free. There. Stack of those. Stack of those. Whoops. Stack of those. Hello. I'll put the marshmallows actually in here. I got a bunch of them. Can't be bothered just teleporting back or dumping them over. Nearly there with these damn empty. Oh, Max. Doing Max. Much as we can. Oops. Keeping it very farming and done. Trying to get, well, we want about 10 million. That's the sweet spot.
I've never been somewhere so magical.
How's it going?
Oh,
1
start grinding up. Okay. Basically, rinse and repeat that. 10 million. Let's see if it's a. I don't think marshmallows have spawned. I wonder if it tells us. Still bothers me that's not under forging. I would have thought it would be under ingredients, but it's... I don't know how long that... I could look on the wiki, but... Yeah. Easy.
Hey, you never know what you can do until you try, right?
Nearly done with my bananas. Slowly trying to recover that. I made that ridiculous display. Let's finally do the goofies. Why did I put these there? Why would I put them? So I want a use for the bus station, but I don't really have anywhere I can put the bus station. Can you actually sit in the bus station? You can't even sit on the seat in the bus station. Come on. It would be so cool to watch like NPCs just sitting at the bus station. Man. How hard was it just to put the mechanic just... Oh, this game annoys me sometimes. Anyway, I'm freaking goofy. Let's go to Spiritville. Oh, no, but Spiritville. There's a picture of Goofy inside of his house.
Gosh, I could use some help.
Alright, yeah, some fishing dazzle picture. They can't be bothered looking for pools. Gonna be seaweed, isn't it? Oh no. Weird fish. Here and there fish. I don't know what's that. But that is back one. Goofy, where are you going?
Hang there.
I guess it's the quest. It must have. That must be the quest. Give this to a villager you really want to befriend, or sell it for some star coin. Okay. I'll just save it. I've never seen that kind of item before. I'm gonna save it. God, Dave. You fix your life here. This is ridiculous. Why have you got? That's a little bit better. Alright, well that's all done. I'm guessing you do one a day. And that slowly unlocked everything. Yeah. If the marshmallows are respawned. I'm thinking it's around about 40 minutes is the respawn. Question has it been 40 minutes yet? Well, it's at least 40 minutes. The blue ones you pick up, and the other ones you poke. Got best friend bonus on, so I'm getting quite a lot. Alright, well, let's go to our floating island. Shh. This is our summer island. I haven't been here for a while. I remember who I put on this island. This would be like people that meet Summer. Match Summer, sorry. I don't know if anyone's got any fun stuff. No. No. Oh, we're good. No. 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 Oh, such as that. Stitch over that. Awkwardly sadness just nopes out of the shot. Alright, what we'll do, get everyone off this island apart from Stitch at the moment. There. Yeah, they don't automatically vanish. Alright. See who else we can put on. Alright, not Daisy. Not Donald. Goofy. Not Mickey. Not Minnie. Just horrible anyway. Scroogey. Alright, we'll put Scroogey on the island. Even though he will never show up. Scrooge. Alright, what up? Alright. Moana. Nah. Mike. No. No. Igabel. No. Get on it. Cora. No. Rapunzel. No. Nala. No. They noped out of it too much. Ariel, no. Eric, no. No. Yana. Oh, Marilyn can. Marilyn can come to the island. Not Jack. Not Buzz. Not Eve. Not what? Not Eeyore, which I like this fire Eeyore though. I think that's in the shop at the moment. Let's see. Yeah, butterfly costume. Piglet. That'd be good for Halloween. We have to get it. We have to get it. I got the Main Street buildings. Oh, what else? About it. That's cool. I like that. Vegetable iron, which well. I can't say words. I don't even bother. Really get that one day. Alright. So we should be seeing just the holiday ones next time we're here. We might actually not redecorate, but maybe flesh this out a little bit. More seating. Don't really have a lot of seating at the moment. Maybe some more of like these. We'll hangout spot here. A little bit more trees around. Make a bit of a seating campfire spot here. Alright, well, we've got 10 minutes. What we'll do... continue on harvesting. Well, actually, we could farm buns. We could do both, actually. Finish off these. Actually, no, because we've got a lady that harvests the buns first in case her bonus vanishes. It's going down. Button. One button. Very quiet today. I just ended up. That happens once in a while. So hello, everyone out there in VOD land. Out there. No one's there. Talking to no one. Which, you know, when you think about it, I wonder how many times that actually does happen. That streamers just talk with no one for hours. Must be pretty common. I'm doing it. Trying to be popular. It would destroy my soul if I was trying to make this a full-time gig. I mean, there's definitely things I should be doing better if I was to make it a full-time gig. This feels like there's no point. One of the most biggest things I shouldn't be doing, playing the same game over and over and over again. A lot of buttons, which is good. Ticking off, which one? Buttons, where's my buttons? Yeah. It's gonna take a while. But hey, most of these do. I think once I get the machines properly set up, I think it's easier. I mean, I've got the machines kind of set up in every area. I mean, all I really need to do is just log in every hour and do it. And then you'll be, they'll be done, like, very quickly. I just get late. I don't know if lazy is the right term, but just, I've got life things to do, I guess. And at the end of the day, this game's supposed to be a distraction from my reality. But if it's too much of my life and it stops being that distraction, it becomes my reality. So I don't want to be able to play this game for 2 hours in the morning, be able to just turn off my brain, have a laugh, and go to work. Alright, well, now that that's all done, we'll try doing a fiddler run, eh? Just depends on machines, eh? This is one area I need to fix up, is getting the machines in all the areas so I don't need to constantly keep moving it. Like, I know the machine might be here. Yeah. Which is like the worst place for it to be because I haven't done it yet. And it's wide open spaces, so I'll be able to pick up on where the dill is. And on saying that, I can't see it. And I'm lazy, so... And there is like 2 dill here. Oh, where? Oh, there's one. Not very easy to see because I've got a white head. Oh, there's. Come on. Let's double check and pick out the wood. there's no deal here. This is the one area that you kind of have to come down to. Come on, lady. Come on. You give me a bonus. What's the point of even going all the way there? Alright, I've got 2 minutes, so I might as well just use all the machines. And the goofy quest really for off my routine. Much dildo. Still quite a lot. Do that stuff here. Bill and Osborne. We need like 4 machines. 3 more of these machines to cover all the areas I need. Alright, well that's a morning routine done. So I'll switch over to my batteries, get a coffee and some meds. And I'm really feeling out of it. I think I'm stressed. I'm stressed and depressed, and it's like the worst combo you can have. And I've taken time off work, and that hasn't fixed it. It feels like I don't know what to do. My girlfriend suggested mood stabilizers, so like antidepressants, but previously that's just not really worked for me. I don't want to go down that route again because it takes a while for your body to adjust, and it's probably going to mess with my normal medication as well. You know, I've reached out to a few therapists around here, try and find someone to go talk to, but everyone's full or not taking it, or my unique circumstances means they don't want to take it. Running, I don't really know what to do other than grin and bear it, which is not really a good way of handling any particular problem. Life is funny. Who knows?
Hi there, pal.
Everyone's finding it so hard to keep me alive. Can't let them down. Anyway, let's go sit here. And my bag's outside, so... No, I've just gone break here. Alright, be back in 2 seconds. Well, 5-10 minutes. I sit down. I have to sit down. I'm back. Alright, so let's figure out which area we're going to be readjusting today. I didn't fix my sheet. Oh no, I fucked wrong. Anyway, so 1 is Beauty and the Beast, 2 is Snow White, 3 is Robin Hood, 4 is Fantasia, 5 is Moana, 6 is Tangled, 7 is Wish Blossom Ranch, main center, 8 is Wish Blossom Ranch theme park, 9 is Cars, 10 is Coco, 11 is Bug's Life, 12 is Seeing Red, 13 is Attorney Isle main center, 14 is Mousetown, 15 is Mickey, 16 is Minnie, 17 is Oswald, 18 is Spoonville, 19 is Goofy, and finally 20 is Sleeping Beauty. So I'm gonna roll this dice and figure out what. 3, Robin Hood. Right. Alright. I'm gonna do Robin Hood. I say crap because I don't actually have an area for Robin Hood yet. So I have to figure all this out. And my brain is slow today. Alright, so let's go. So somewhere in Wish Blossom is where we want to put. You know, it would make sense to put it into like the kind of foresty area, or like where like Stitch and all that is. But I don't think I have a lot of room there. The area I do have a lot of room in is like here in Runaway River. So I might have to put them there. I don't think I've got any spare joints here. Honey Falls I'm reserving for my theme park. They're kind of all full, so I'm going to have to put it probably in Runaway River. I don't actually have a lot of a lot of things in Runaway River, actually nothing. So, there you go. I'm going to have a little bit of a lot. A little bit of a lot. Alright, so we'll probably put the path like coming this way, and then their joint here. Now, how much Robin Hood stuff do I actually have to begin with? Alright, yeah. I'm gonna sneeze, damn it. Bless me. Where's Robin Hood? Where is he? Yeah. Alright. So we've got Prince John's carriage, Prince John's throne, Prince John's tent, or 2 tents actually. And then we've got a Hunter's Arch. That's about it. Stop sneezing. We don't have too much, but we have enough to do something with. It's there. True. Alright, well, let's go to Scrooge real quick and just see if there's anything I've missed. As you know, we'll go to the wiki. The wiki's better for the. Alright, so if we go to Robin Hood. Alright, so that's the only things you can get. So we're pretty much maxed out with what we can do. Alright. Can you sit in here? Can't even sit in a throne. Come on, guys. Just a little bit of attention to detail. Oh. Alright, well, we'll throw a fence up. A fence would be this one. Oh, is that a... I think it's a honey glow. Oh, no. I'm ready to wait for the freaking flowers there. Oh, what can we do instead? Stick. Hey, TQ, how are you doing? Oh, that may work. Buy more though. I don't know if that one you buy or build, but we'll find out. How's things with you, TQ? Just noticed the 4 megabyte update. Yeah, it sounds like a patch update, but also they dropped a lot of. I think what's also included in the patch is the summer update, like the marshmallow stuff and all that. Because all of a sudden, when I logged in, all the marshmallows were spawning. But that could be a time thing as well. It could be time locked, so I could get it first. The rest of the world eventually get it.
Greetings, neighbor. Good day to you. Greetings, neighbor. Oh! Good day to you.
Here we go. Oh yeah, it's
Hello.
oh, alright, I'm gonna have to build it. Oops.
Just so you know,
Well, there's no point hoarding resources if I don't build what I need when I need it. That's the one I want. Reclaim wood is like the worst. I'm hoping it's going to fix your Alice problem. Maybe what you're thinking. We check. Should we check on the patch notes? Sure, they would have put the patch notes on their website. Oh no, on the Discord actually. Normally put it. Let's check it out. Patch notes. Oh, there we go. Alright. Bugs are following the recent received paper. We wanted feedback having to confirm hotfix addressing many of the top bugs reported by the community as hotfix rolls out. Alright. Cross progression will be unavailable on Switch platforms until the Switch version of hotfix. Alright, so that's a bugger. Fix the issue in the music on the walls quest. You know, if it's a recurring issue where players not able to progress the quest. When it was stuck in the talk to the blank character. What quest are you stuck on exactly? It's an issue where the villager would fail to load correctly after fast traveling with tropical plaza skin equipment. God, causing fishing ripples to disappear, mining rocks to become unavailable, and villagers to spawn outside the village. God, that was a game-breaking one. If it's an issue in Chapter 12, old plans. New Wind. Issue Chapter 3, A Satisfied Bear. First issue, Prologue. First an issue with a scholarly owl premium companion would appear free roaming in Library of Lore biome. That would have been. I saw that popping up on Reddit. I don't wish they'd just let it happen. Nothing mentioning Alice. This is teeny tiny problems, which is ironic. I mean, the only thing that may have fixed it is this thing here. Recurring issue with some players not able to progress in the quest where it was stuck in talk to the character step. So I caught the irony. So, I mean, I'm guessing that's not what you're stuck on, like talk to Alice or something. No, it doesn't seem to be included in the hotfix, though. It's a bit odd that that's all the fixes they put, and the update's like close to a gig. Like it was like 900 something. Yeah, I don't think I would have fixed it. Sorry, buddy. Well, at least we checked, I guess. At least they're trying. I know that may not mean much, but at least they're trying. Alright, well. There you go. There we go. What we'll do. It is the Robin Hood area, but there's not a lot there. And it doesn't really suit it. But... we're gonna go. I think I'll contact them again. Thanks. No worries. I mean, not a lot happens in Dreamlight Valley world in between updates, so if something actually does happen, it's worth checking out. Wish there's like a fill in button. Make my life a bit easier. Odd, but I don't think there's any other. I'm gonna double check because I think this path would be suited Robin Hood a lot better, but I can't. I think there's. I mean, I could put Lady in the Tram, move them to there instead. That suits them a bit better, but might swap them. If it bothers me enough, I'll probably end up swapping. I'll keep it the way it is. I've got enough to do on my list. Getting all. Might need to do a special Twitch stream just switch around. Try and make a point to only play this game, or only do the big things on stream. Otherwise, I don't want to really play it that much. Crazy person. I like my rules. Yeah, I might switch Lady and the Tramp and these guys around. Don't know where. I mean, I could put Lady the Tramp there. I just don't know if there's enough. What the broomstick credit today, what a guy is. I like him. And I'm saving him for when I roll my dice and get the Fantasia area. Because this is going to be for the Fantasia area. And he's going to be like down here, chilling out. I really like him. It's quite interesting. The game's entering a funny phase because we've ticked off a lot of the big stuff now, so it's going to be quite interesting to see what happens next, of which direction they go in. Because now they're going into stuff like Fantasia and the Walking Broom and stuff like that, because they've ticked off everything else. There's a lot of Mickey and Friends characters they still haven't done, which it's good to have those in the chamber, but they're not going to be huge draw cards for people to the game. So it's going to be quite interesting to see how niche they're going to actually get with some of the critters and the future characters. I'm actually rather excited. That'd be cool. Because now that we're like ticked off the big players, it's like we can actually start seeing some really cool niche stuff. And it also might force them to work on additional features to the game that will bring people in. Because there's only so many people a certain character can bring. I don't think Ralph would have brought in a lot of people. But if they're like, oh, there's a new multiplayer feature, or there's a new kind of thing, like expansion pack will always bring people in, especially the underwater side of it, which, you know, we're all assuming that's what's actually going to come. No spoilers, so a quick yes or no will do. Have they done Robin Hood yet? Well, I'm doing the Robin Hood area, and there's no character for it currently. The only items that they've done for Robin Hood are the ones you're seeing right now on my screen. Which is about to change because I'm submitting these changes. But those 4 items that you see right there are the only Robin Hood items they've done. But that is a character they could go to. But again, the Disney Robin Hood isn't a huge draw card. Which is why they've only ever done one movie. You know? I like them. I think they're iconic. But I don't think it's going to be iconic for a lot of people. But these are the only items they've got for Robin Hood. I need to go find more paths, but so yeah, you do have a point that they could go down the road. Those could be more characters they introduce in a realm, and they'll look good too. It's just it's not a huge draw card, and I think it's going to get harder and harder for them to find draw cards. So it'll be interesting to see what direction they go into. They're going to have to put more into the actual game itself and the gameplay, because those characters just won't be drawing in so many. Or they'll just in development. It'll be either one of those. Which I hope they don't in development, because I think it still makes them bank. Do you think they've put too much in the base game? I think yes, only because they haven't expanded where you can build. I think that's the problem with that. Is I think it's a really good idea to continue to improve the base game and bring people in and let people decide for themselves which DLC, which additions they want to the base game. And I think that's a really good way of going, hey, we've got this new update, and if you buy the game today, you can play it. Even though you don't have any of the DLC, you can play this new content that we're dropping. And I think that's a really good thing. But I think the bugger that comes with that is that eventually you're going to run out of room, and you just got nowhere to put everything. And I think that's the territory they're heading into now, because there's only so much space you can put those character houses. So you could argue, well, they're forcing people to buy the DLC if that's the case, because people need more room. And I think they could just solve it by just expanding the space that you get in the base game, and they can continue doing what they're doing, which I think is a really good thing. I think they should continue doing what they're doing. Alright, that's done. Two. Okay. Should we do the banana though? I want to finish eating all my bananas. I am super curious what they're going to show at the D20, because they've never been there before, and you'll think if the game is going to be wrapped up, they wouldn't be doing a big celebration like that. They got a little bit of confidence behind them. So it's going to be interesting to see what they announce. I think obviously at D20, they're going to announce the new expansion, and I think it's going to be the underwater expansion, because everyone's been asking for it, and all the teasers and everything is going for the underwater expansion. I'll be interested to see what else they show, because they're also going to show what the updates coming up of who's going to be included. Which, to be honest, if you ask me today, who is it going to be? I would have no idea. It could be a brand new character, or could be a brand new realm. Could be Robin Hood, but every option that they have of brand new realms aren't big players. So it'll be interesting to see what they bring in. I have the option to buy floating islands for Dreamlight, so space is my point. Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, floating islands is what's supposed to solve it, but I don't like splitting up the islands and stuff. I kind of like all my stuff in one place. So you make a very good point. I forgot about the floating islands. The floating islands does solve that problem, and I think that's why they introduced this floating islands. I just wish they would allow you to rename them, because I don't use the floating islands for that, for like XL Island or anything like that. I think they should give you the ability to rename them. Rename would be great, yeah. I think that'd be good, especially how most, like, I have not seen anyone refer to the islands by their actual name. They either call it like XL Island or their Farm Island or something like that. And it makes more sense, or add that additional personalization and customization to the game, which does struggle a little bit sometimes, considering some of the limitations with the game. I'm only using 3 of them right now, so it's not an issue yet. Yeah, but I'm sure when you think Plaza, you don't think of Plaza Island. Your Plaza Island is probably in your head referred to like as your farm, or XL Island, or like your dumping ground, or anything like that. I don't think you think in the Oz Plaza Island. And I think that's also a quick win for them if they allow you to rename them, because they're just like, all of a sudden, you know, obviously the background code doesn't change, but, you know, they'll still refer it to Plaza Island or whatever. But it will help me with all my, like, event islands that I have, like my Summer Island and all that, to remember which one's which. Because I forget all the time. I have a spreadsheet now just to keep track of it, but I think it's just a simple win for them. I think right now though they are focused on probably just introducing all the islands because they just introduced all the Wish Blossom Islands, right? Oh, you can't look at anything here. I think because I don't even think I've actually unlocked all the Wish Blossom Islands yet. No, I haven't even unlocked them. Do I have enough for them? I do. I don't have enough for that one. Mythopia. So I've got these islands. And I probably could change. I probably should move the Summer Island to the Bind. That feels more. Oh no, that feels a lot autumny. Alright. Summer Island could be that. Mythopia. It's got water. I might change Summer Island to that. But again, I will forget. Just being able to simply like, rename it will be good. Didn't even realize I haven't even unlocked Ever Islands. It shows you just how much I don't use them. For that reason, mainly, just because I like everything nice and simple. Well, I'm gonna finish here. Alright, well, I want a little hangout spot here as well. So I'm going to use that as a side. Courtyard. So I always like to have a hangout spot in my areas. But I need to find some generic seating. But yeah, I am actually looking forward to what they're going to do with the game now. Because it could go in so many different ways. Like, I don't know what the future holds for this game. They clearly are making more of it. And it seems to be doing well. If you just look at the Steam numbers, they seem to do pretty well. So they're still making good bank. But they also need to make sure it doesn't go too far into that and that they continue moving the game forward instead of just a new character every update's just a new character, just new character. Because I mean, at least with every update, we continue to get more quality of life updates and benefits to the game, such as the presets is a good example, different kinds of items, and they're constantly trying to refine it and make the game better. I think what they need to do is also just think about what will draw people in outside of the characters. I think that's has been a big turnoff for people outside of the characters. Is once people actually get their hands on the game, sometimes it's a buggy mess like the Ralph one, or there's so many stupid quality of life things that are needed that isn't there. So they need to start making those particular aspects like a big splash. Like a big splash would be, for instance, like a huge multiplayer update, like the Dream Teams of thing, which they really didn't play up as much as they probably should have. The Dream Teams thing just suddenly having a huge overhaul. It doubles the amount of members you can have. You now have weekly goals. You have all that stuff to make that a big thing, and everyone be like, "Oh, cool! There's now more multiplayer aspect to it. I'm going to come back to the game outside of the character they're releasing with that update." I think that will help them. Other ones could be I mean, DLC is obviously a big one. But other adventure packs were going to be a big one as well, probably. Probably made like a huge overhaul of the base game, as in the base game land. They could make a big splash with that. Everyone be like, "Oh, they've done a huge update. I want to come back to the game and see how it's changed." And that could be, you know, they could do it there, or they could do it to another DLC later on as well, like Eternity Isle, rejigging it, everything. And it bring people back to the game and get people to discover the game again. And see how all the quality of life changes, because it has definitely changed since its initial inception. And I think they need to play into that a little bit more of this will be dropping big updates like that will get people to come in and see stuff that they've added to the game, which they will see as brand new stuff. And I think that will help the survival of the game to get that refresh that big characters used to do. Because that's the big one. The big characters that brought in all these players, they're already got out there. They're already released. So scraping the bottom of the barrel for it, they're going to have to get a little bit more creative with it. And I think that's going to be the big challenge of it. Outside of just like making Dreamlight Valley 2. Which I think they possibly could do. And try and improve on all the things that they did wrong the first time. But I think the game ended up being a lot different than they initially conceptualized. In terms of what the multiplayer demands were, in terms of what people actually wanted, I think what a big problem they had was, because this is built in the Unity engine. So it does look pretty. For a Unity game, it does actually look pretty good, considering that most of the time people talk about Unreal Engine being the one that looks good. But Unity, it looks good, but I think the limitations they have in terms of, you know, how much they can put on a particular, or how many characters they can have in a particular area and all that stuff. I think that eventually caught up with them. That's why you can't have all the characters in one spot. And some characters just randomly don't appear. The game can't handle it. Unreal Engine can handle it a bit better. I think Unity is better for like smaller scale games, but when you get to a certain point, Unreal pretty much takes over. Why Palia, I think, is built off Unity, if memory serves me right. So it'll be very interesting to see how they go for it. I don't think they should do Dreamlight Valley 2, mainly because they basically can just do Dreamlight Valley 2 and then do the exact same thing they did here, of like releasing the characters one by one, and then you end up still looking for the characters that you've always wanted in the game. So I think they'll be best to just stick with it until the game essentially dies, which who knows when that was going to be. Alright, well that's my Robin Hood area. It's not a lot, because we don't really have a lot, and I'm thinking about swapping it with the Lady in the Tramp fiction. But at the end of the day, it's done. So I'm just going to mark this as done. And on Friday, we will tackle it again. My list. But hopefully fix the sorting issue. I'm working on my spreadsheet now. It lags the game. I don't know why. I think whenever I click out of the game, it lags it. But, yes. Very frustrating. Alright. Need to put more foliage here. Because this area is basically done. I just need to decorate it a bit. Grove here, don't we? I want this to be a bit of a showcase. There we go. I'll move it a little bit just so I can get it here if I need to. around. And then also another bugger, like people can't visit the DLC islands, which I've never really understood why they can't. If they can visit Dreamlight Valley, you should be able to visit the islands too. I'm pretty gutted that you still can't do that. It'd be cool to be able to like open your valley up and people can just travel to the different islands, you know? And they can just explore everything you've built. I would love that. I don't think a lot of people would, but also a way of discovering different islands too. Like you can like, I think I'm getting this idea from Dinkum. That you can open in Dinkum, you can open the game and it pops up on like a public games list. And you can just click one and go in and explore it. And I think that would be really cool if they did with something similar here. But the fact of you're like, oh man, I just want, some ideas, And the only really way of getting those ideas is going on Reddit or going on Discord. And normally people that are posting on there of their builds are really good. They're really, really good. And that can be also a bad thing and intimidating thing. It's like, oh, my thing's never going to be as good as that. It's never going to be like that great. But if someone has an open game and you just pop in there and just visit it, right? And obviously you put limitations on so people don't steal stuff. You could go view only. You could go public. I want to open game, but view only, so people can come by and only view. They can't pick up anything from the ground or anything like that. I think that will help. But you can go to someone's random one and then just explore it and go, oh, okay, that looks a bit, and it's feels a little bit less intimidating. And I think that will be beneficial for the game as well, of just having people show their, maybe, I don't want to say not so great builds, just like more kind of tame builds. And so people don't feel so like, oh, if it's not good, I shouldn't post it, Alright, well, all this is done. At least I got Robin Hood done. And I'm ticking them all off. Hopefully I can remodel every single section before the DLC. Just depends on when the DLC is actually going to drop. How much time, if I actually stick to my schedule or not. Just realized I should feed the goose. Feed the goose, Dave. Sounds like euphemism, but not. Alright. We will feed the goose and the bear. And the bee, sorry. And the goose, the blue. Not the blue one, the golden. Belvedere. But also the best friend bonus is another good example of them improving the game subtly. In that quality of life stuff. Because if you come back to the game and all of a sudden see that, you're like, oh, that's new. That's definitely new. And it's not in your face, it's just something that just happens. Yeah. I'm super curious. I've just been following Dreamlight Valley for so long now. I just love seeing it evolve and change and how it's gone from what initially was, and the whole idea was going to be free to play, and then them realizing that the change was in the wind and going, all right, we're not going to go free to play anymore. Some argue that was because of the success of the game. I like to think they just saw the fact of free to play was not hitting as well as it previously was, and realize if you want longevity, you're going to have to get away from that free-to-play model. And they haven't completely got rid of those routes. You can see in the premium shop, and I think they still struggle with pricing, which I think they need to move to a catalog kind of system yeah, they need to move to a catalog system and just charge less for items that have been out for a while, and to give people more freedom with what they buy in the game. And I think that will help. That will eliminate the free-to-play FOMO aspect of it, which I think is huge, especially how this game's kind of evolved to be less about kids and more about just playing it when you can. And I think also it doesn't help people get overwhelmed with the game quite a lot and need a break. And if people need a break, they're going to miss a lot of the stuff that's in the premium shop, which shouldn't be a negative thing, and it makes getting back into the game even harder, knowing that you've missed like a really cool item that you want. This is where the multiplayer aspect can actually help. It's like, oh, I want that item. Where do I get that premium shop? Alright, I'm going to buy it from the premium shop. Hey, Spy. No, that's alright. You're more than welcome to be late. It's been a very quiet morning. The first hours it was pretty silent, and then TQ came along just to keep you company. Chores. Sunday calls. I think it would also be beneficial if they gave people the ability to do Star Pass whenever they wanted. Especially historic ones. Still charge to unlock them, but give people the ability just to go through them. Because not only do you get them playing the game for longer, yeah, you may not get so much money because they no longer will buy them from the store, but you're still getting money from them from buying the Star Pass and spending time in the game, which the more time they play in the game, the more likely they'll buy more content. Which is just statistically a fact. The one thing that Halo Infinite actually got right was that ability just to play a battle pass whenever you wanted. It's why that game still ends up having a lot of players to it, because people are grinding through those Star Pass or the battle pass. That might turn your DLC on your export account. Nice. I'm stuck with Rapunzel's Tower Quest. I can't pick up the piece where Gothel took from her that time piece. Odd. Have you found the piece, or you can't find the piece? Because I know I had a problem with that, and I think I couldn't find it or something like that. And then eventually I found it. I was guessed on, yep, I can't. The one I can't pick up is inside Rapunzel's tower. I feel like I came across this problem before. I can't remember what the fix was. I would suggest watching a video on YouTube for it, because I think there's a piece that seems like to be there, but it's not the one you actually need. I would recommend watching a Let's Play on it on YouTube, just to make sure it's the right piece, because I can't remember exactly what it was, but it feels like there's something there. It's triggering in my brain. Oh god, this bee over here. This bee's bugged as well. 2 bug bees on a day. It's not great. This one sometimes works, sometimes it doesn't. It's a lottery, but a lot of the time it doesn't work. Yeah, it's gone. Yeah, it won't work. I think if you try it a couple of times it works. This one's more likely to eventually fix itself. Where Gothel shows up, but the Sandu's vanished. The timepiece is on the ground. It's part where you have to unlock the ancient statue near the sundial. Try logging in today and see whether it fixes it. It could be one of those ones that seem to fix itself when you log out and log back in. Unless you've already tried that. Tuning hour was very buggy, but a lot of the time the fixes were just to log out and log back in. I remember that. It's not going to work. Yeah. Come back, bugger. Oh well. Alright, well that's everything for today, I reckon. Done a good load. Oh, actually, you know what? Last thing I'll do. Let's get rid of these crops over here and replant them. I haven't, but I will. Never had this issue in Steam or Switch. Of course, it has to be Xbox demo. Remember, I'm on Xbox as well. Even though it looks like I'm playing on PC, I'm playing the Xbox version of Dreamlight Valley through the PC console. Well, play it on PC. There, you can download the Xbox on PC thing, or Xbox dashboard, or whatever, and then you can play it on PC. So it's definitely fixable, hopefully. Ah, yes, I have a PC. Play. That's it. PC Pass. That's it. Play it on Xbox. Yeah, that I do that as well. I hardly ever switch back to the Xbox though, just because I worry at not being able to handle it. I think I'm a little bit paranoid losing all my progress. Over to. I think I'm definitely going to finish the harvest vegetables one before my planting one. But the benefit there is the reason why I'm harvesting all of them by hand is to get that bonus, and that speeds it up. And then once that's all done, all I need to do is use the machines to plant and harvest, and I don't really need to care about doing it manually. That's the benefit here. Just started back on Xbox Ultimate. It's been pretty pricey with New Zealand. Yeah, it is. I was tempted to do it so I could play Halo, because I'm a huge Halo fan. I've got my Halo helmet there. I've got Halo Flashpoint, the board game. I do a Halo podcast. I'm pretty, well, kind of used to do it. It hasn't episode hasn't come out for a while. I'm really into Halo, but it just doesn't feel worth it to me because it's just the same game. I really don't want to do it again. Alright, well, I need to buy more of those seeds. Lucky the seeds aren't locked. So let's do this. If we go over to this one, it says only need 2k, but this is only the second to last tier, so there's another tier after this. So I've still got quite a lot to plant. Try and sell. I can sell. Alright, let's go to dump off some stuff. I've kept it separate from a Switch game becoming my main since I don't have PC. I had to play my Steam anymore, so the ones already past 20 hours to about I haven't got Wish Blossom or Honey Glow for my Steam. I did purchase DLCs, I'm just taking my time with the Xbox game. Now it's become my spare. Fair enough. I got a Steam Deck as well, and I kind of wish I did get this game on Steam. But at the time where I started playing, only Xbox was available, wasn't on Steam yet. So I do regret it. In fact, I can't play on Steam because I prefer to do it. Then I can do it on my Steam Deck when I'm in bed or something like that, just doing a bit of grinding. But I've kind of committed to it now, so I'm stuck. I'm a bit stuck. So just a little reminder, everybody. Make sure you do your Dream Snap for today. Teresa and Jessie Cat have posted their Dream Snaps on the Discord. So if you're curious and need some inspiration, you can go check it out. Even some questions for them as well of how to do certain things. They're more than welcome to help out there. And if enough people start posting their Dream Snaps every week in that Discord, we'll do a little thing every Wednesday of where actually we'll go through the Dream Snaps and just show what everyone's did. Time for work. I know. I'm just kind of stalling while I put stuff away. But yeah, for those in VOD land, if you want to be part of the stream, you're more than welcome to post your Dream Snaps there, and we can go through it. And yeah, if it starts being a regular thing, I don't mind doing it. I think it'll be really cool if we get enough people posting in the Discord. We can just every week go through it on a Wednesday, just so people get inspiration. So I think that'll be really, really cool. So just keep in mind that option's there. At the moment, Jessie, Kat, and Teresa both post in there, and that's really great to see. And I really like seeing them. And it's very interesting seeing other people's interpretation for the same thing. I think that's what I find especially curious of seeing, like, all right, the prompt for this week anyway is Summer Street Festival, and seeing people's interpretation for that. And yeah, okay, I finally finished my storage time. Now I can finally chill and leave it alone. I've said that so many times, but that's not what happens, Spy. That's not what happens at all. Anyway, we'll leave it there. We'll quickly go to Wreck-It Ralph's area and sign off. But I'll be back on tomorrow playing Dinkum again, and then on Friday we'll play some more Dreamlight Valley. Yeah, stay in touch on the Discord, and thanks Spy, thank you TQ for keeping me company, and as I said just before, thank you everyone else in VOD land that's watching this in hindsight. I really do appreciate it, and keeping me a bit sane during my darker times. Anyway, we'll leave it there. Until next time, everybody.